Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Create That Vintage Look with Sepia. Yep, Sepia, just one tone we're using in today's video, and we're going to go around and build this up nice and light and sketch it out. You'll just sort of sit in there and take it as though you're just sketching out with a pencil and you're doing a little bit of shading. That's what we're going to do with the airbrush today. We're just going to go in and just lightly sketch this picture out. We're going to use some shields. It's all basically going to be freehand, but then just use some shields along the way to get some sharp edges where we need them, and just work this picture up in one tone. So the sepia I've chosen is the FW sepia, Daler-Rowney FW inks, link in the description to the inks. And I've mixed this one with isopropyl. Now you can use the FW flow improver if you want. You'll get the same results on how it sort of dilutes it down, but I find doing my FW with ISO mixes it just gives it that little edge. It really does, especially on what you can achieve with it. Now I've got 10 milliliter bottles and I've gone around 10 drops of ink and then just completely filled it up with isopropyl, straight up. Really nice thin mix, and we can thin this down even more. You're still getting a really strong pigment with it thinned like that. So if I need to thin it down more, I'll just add a few drops of this into the cup and then just add more ISO as we go along. And you can create your different tones by mixing a bottle and then diluting it more and more and more to get it lighter, and have your first mix as your darkest mix. We see how this one looks on the paper. Now I've projected this up. It's a female portrait. She's got tattoos. It's part of a top. She's got like a tattoo bit around her neck here. Now the actual image is in colour, so I just converted it on my tablet. I just put it through my editing suite and just changed it to mono and gave it like that sepia look on the actual image. Penciled out nice and light. Now when you do look at this and you when you blow it up, because when you look at the images on your tablet or phone, they look really, really tight and it looks nice and clear and it looks like basically like a photograph. Then when you go to blow it up, you're bringing all them pixels out and you're blowing it up. So the actual tattoo, some parts look like flowers, other parts just look like squiggles, they really do. So just pencil it the best you can and then just literally follow the squiggles. Paint the shapes, the picture will take care of itself. You're just putting the tones in the right places and just building it up, and that's all you're doing. So we'll move in and we will crack on. Right guys, for this picture today we're using the custom Micron Takumi. I've got the big cup on, so it feels like I'm going to topple over with the brush because it's that big. But sometimes it's nice to use this, because if you're working in one colour you can just put a lot of paint in, put the lid on, and you've not got to keep topping the brush up. Now I've got the sepia in and it's test to the side again, just to and you can see, you probably can't see that, but this is what I mean by with the FW with ISO mixes. It flows so nice. And on the mixed media paper, I think I've got a bent needle. Very slightly, it's kicked up. I thought it was. Oh, it's good enough. It's spraying okay. Right, so we'll start on the eyes and just work the eyes in. Just go nice and light. Just going to dust it nice and light around here. Now I'm running, it's 20 psi on the main line. Now if you own a Micron, you'll know that 20 psi in the Micron, it feels like 8 psi. Because they're very restricted on the airflow. Yeah, this needle's definitely bent. But I'll paint with a bent needle. Yeah, they seem very restricted. You can use your shields and just build it up like that. Really nice to go light with this brush. This is one thing the Micron's really nice at. You can just go really light with it and just nudge the trigger and it's there. Drop this down the nose. Like that. And with the ISO mixing, you're not moving back on this trigger, you're just pressing down. You really are just pressing down. You get it so it flows that well. You can just really softly just put the paint down. A bit around there. Just map this face out. Nice and quick. I'm not going to go too dark on this, I'm just going to go like a real light sort of sepia pass on it. Like that. And just work round. It's like really, really easy to just drop in and do. So we've got that bit in. Go a little bit more real. A little bit more tone. Right, let's get this next eye in. Eyebrows, just do loads of dagger strokes going that way. And I just tend to just tint over them. Yeah, shading up there. And the bottom. And start to work around it, then you see, you just start to build it up. So nice with this tree, you can literally just, really just feel like you're just pressing down and you just put the paint where you want to put it. Especially when it's thinned out this much. You wouldn't get this with an airbrush acrylic, no chance. Right, we've got that bit in, and you can look down, and you move down to the lips, and you can see where things have got to go darker. little bit around here. Some light, a light strand there coming out here. Like that. That, you nearly have got the face in, nice and quick. Didn't take long to do that. Get the paint pen and we will punch the highlights out. On the eyes. Like that. You can just see how quick just that little bit there has come together. And we can go darker and darker and darker, you know, and you can sharpen things up as you go along. Really nice to work in sepia. It really is. These brushes are just point and shoot. They really are. That'll do for the part of the face. I'm just going to come down on this bit here and just tone this off. Drop a tone in here. Like that. Drop a tone about here. And this is where you get your squiggles now when you're doing something like the earring here. It's like they are literally just little squiggles. A bit around there. Dagger strokes. My hair's probably going to be slightly different, but don't matter. And just see how you build it up really lightly. It's coming together, just nice and easy. Just got to be, say, good on the trigger. I think when you've got your paint really thinned out like this, and you're literally just, you can see how much I'm moving back on the trigger there with that. It is nothing, you know, to get the paint out, because it's that thin, but you're still getting good coverage. Right, what I want to do now is just go in with a soft eraser and just knock out any pencil lines that I don't want. You just go straight over it and just get rid of them. Like that. There's a bit of hair here. Drop that in. Like that. You literally can just put this paint where you want it. You really can. Like that. Doing dagger strokes and just building it up. I say my hair will be different. I'll try and get it as close to the picture, but it will be different. You see what I mean by you can just build it up. It's darker and darker and darker. And the beauty with the ISO, it flashes out quick, so it dries off. This was flow improve, but it's going to stay wet on the page for longer. Which is good if you want it to, if you want to manipulate it a little bit more. And just build the hair up like that. I'm just going to literally just go around, follow the shapes, layer it up, layer it up, layer it up. Do a pass over it first. Like that, drop a bit down. And just work up and build it up. Like that. Keep building it up. it just comes together. You see it coming, building up, you just follow the shapes. That's all you gotta do. Like that. And then you can start looking around, looking at your reference, go, yeah, I need to go a little bit darker here, or a little bit there. Really could go with a little bit more down this nose, just to this side. See how it just punches that, brings that nose forward a bit. A bit more on that there. You can just look round and just go around and guide on your bits there where they need to go a little bit darker. And that's how I'd work the hair. Like that, just going around and just same again there. You literally just go around and start sketching bits out. It's like this tattoo that's in there, it's literally squiggles on here, so just... It's so easy to line out with this brush. It really is. Literally just following the squiggly patterns. And you can just hit the same size line every time with this brush. Makes it a very weird pattern on this. Literally just following my lines that are all there. Right, we've got some shading in here. They are just little weird patterns on this. A little bit of shading, I think. Let's turn that down a bit. Something like that. There's a weird pattern around these bits here. Just doodling. Like that. And then, as I say, for your highlights, you can always, because there's just loads of little sort of dots on this earring. Just stick some little dots in place and make it pop a bit. That's all you gotta do. Like that. Just makes the earring pop a bit. Some little weird patterns coming out of this bit. I'm just following the lines that I've got here, some real weird looking patterns. Crikey. Just weird, when you're projecting your stat, you think to yourself, what the hell am I painting here? Shield, just drop a bit in here. Turn it in there. A few little lines here. Like that. Here. What we got here? Get some colour on that top. Don't know how long I've been painting for. Just sort of blasting it down. Again, a weird little sort of pattern down here. Right guys, we'll stop this one here. We'll finish this one off part 2 tomorrow. But you can see how sort of quick that came together, and it's just sketching out. You just sit with the brush. The beauty of the Micron is it's the trigger. It really is on this brush, it's the trigger. I mean, other brushes I can pick up and it'll get down like this, but it's how it delivers the paint really, really softly. It really does. It's got to be the softest brush for delivery of paint. And you can just sit there and point and shoot. It's like the brush, it feels like the brush is just doing it for you. All you're doing is aiming the brush and just bringing that paint on. But when you've got it that thin in the brush, it just feels like you're just touching the brush down like that. And you're just then moving, you're just guiding your hand. See me at points where I was just doing this. And I'm using this hand off my finger to move myself around, just keeping the brush in one position, but then just using this hand to guide it. And then sitting right up close and hitting this line work. You just sit there all day with this brush doing line work, not a problem at all. It's really comfortable to work with, and that's why that picture came out as quick as it did, because you're just sketching away. It's one of them brushes you can just sit and sketch with. It takes you nice and close to the work, right up close. It gives you that feel like you are using a pen because you're really close to the work. How you would be with a pencil, you know. When you hold a pencil, you're sort of right up close. You see where the point is to where you're working? You're sort of like that. If you want to do soft shading, you sort of back off and just sort of bounce the brush, the pencil. When you're up close, that's how the Micron feels, identically like that. Right up close, and you're just working. Then we can just go and just nib out. If you want to punch any highlights out, we can just come in and we can start erasing because it's very soft ink, and you can just start punching some bits out, you know. But what we'll do is we'll finish this one tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Have a go with the sepia, you'll really like it, you really will. And that is like probably 10, I think it's around 10 drops, and the rest is just isopropyl. And that's how dark that mix is coming out. It's dark, you know, we're going over and it still comes out really, really dark. So I could literally half this bottle and make another full bottle mixing it with ice, and I'd still get that tone out of it. It just lasts so long. It's a great ink to work with. There'll be a link in the description to this one. We've also got the Dread Effects custom skin out, which again, it's ink, and you can go down with ISO with this as well, and it's exactly how it will work like this. The custom skin flows brilliant, exactly the same. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can join me in tomorrow's one when we finish this piece off. It'll probably be about another 30 minutes, 40-minute video tomorrow. We'll get this piece in, do this. Then I'm just going to tint the background. I'm going to do it like a vintage light, because the background on this in the sea was like a green. It's like a very dirty sort of like greeny type colour. So I'm going to drop a bit of that around the background. Once we've got her painted in, I'll drop some mask over, transfer the line work where I need it. We'll cut the mask out, place it over the top, and then we'll spray a dark background in, and that'll make her pop forward, further forward then if we just start to darken the background off, because you're staring at white. So if we darken this out, it'll really bring her forward, and we'll set the hair back. You'll see in tomorrow's portrait. So thanks for watching. Drop me comments, tell me your thoughts, and I'll see you in part 2. Cheers.